Hey, church family. I pray that the God of all comfort and the Prince of Peace is with you today. This series is about prayer, and it's a devotional guide to exercising specific aspects of prayer. Each video will involve a couple of devotional questions, either that you can ask within your group or that you can ask yourself. And then we move into a short exercise that can hopefully impact and enhance your daily prayer life. This first video is called the 2-minute drill. And I have a few discussion questions that I'd like to ask you and your group. And it would be great if the group interacted and answered these questions. And so what I would like you to do is just pause after each question or discussion thought and answer the question or discussion thought, and then unpause the video. And then we'll get into the exercise that I have prepared for today. Today's exercise is called the 2-minute drill. The first discussion question is this: do you remember a really good conversation you had once? Explain to the group why it was such a good conversation. What made it so good? The second idea that I want you to think about or discuss is the idea of miscommunication between parents and children, between friends, between siblings or coworkers. What is it that gets that conversation off track? What creates the miscommunication? Talk about that for a minute. The third thing that I want you to think about is the importance of prayer. Just spend a few minutes talking about why prayer is important and incorporate into that answered prayers and what a time that you remember having a prayer answered. My final question is, have you felt the presence of God when you prayed? If you remember a specific time or what you were doing, what you were praying about during that time, that would be a great thing to share with the group. Okay, now it's time for the 2-minute drill. The 2-minute drill is exactly that, 2 minutes that you time, 1 minute praying for yourself and 1 minute praying for those around you. So the first minute has to do with praying for yourself. It is this chance that we have to ask God for forgiveness, this chance that we have to ask Him to take care of us, to protect us from evil, from harm. It's a chance to share our joys, our worries, our anxieties, our spiritual successes and failures with Him. It's easy maybe to be general and vague with God and know that God would understand what we're talking about, but that's not what communication is supposed to be like. A good relationship depends on excellent communication, where everything is specific and everything is real and honest. And that's what this minute of prayer should be like with God, where you ask for forgiveness for specific sins and you ask for specific ways God can protect and take care of you. Okay, so that's the first part, and I want you to take a minute and time yourself praying for 1 minute for yourself. It doesn't have to be out loud, but I'd like you to spend 1 minute praying for yourself. Okay, the second minute is this need that we have to pray for others, a chance that we have to pray for others. We should pray that God protect them, people in our lives spiritually, that they should have this desire to know God better, to obey Him, that God fill them with joy, with peace, with a sense of security and love during this time and any time really. Also that God heal them of any sicknesses, or that God just be present in their lives in a real and deep way, meaningful way. So take a minute and pray for that. Well, that's it, folks. That's the 2-minute drill. I want you to try to do this every day. And as I put out new videos on a new exercise in prayer, just add them to this 2-minute drill. Don't replace them, but add them to the 2-minute drill. as we go through each video. God bless you. See if your life and the person's lives that you pray for don't change through these just 2 minutes of prayer. God be with you.